So we've been talking a lot about American presidents in the last couple of weeks. So today I wanted to share with you another important American, and she was actually married to one of our presidents. And the lady that is married to our president is called the First Lady. So I wanted to read to you about Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt. And remember, I told you that a biography is the story of someone's life. So this is a biography about Eleanor Roosevelt. A sad start. Eleanor Roosevelt was born in New York City in 1884, so that's a long time ago. Her family had a lot of money, but her life wasn't easy. Her father wasn't home much and had some troubles. Her mother made her feel bad about her appearance and called her Granny. When Eleanor was 8, her mother died suddenly. She and her two younger brothers went to live with their grandmother. One of her brothers died just a year later. Eleanor's father died just before she turned 10. So she had a pretty rough start. She lost a lot of people that were close to her. School days. Eleanor was taught at home until she was 15. Then she went to an all-girls school in England called Allenswood Academy. Eleanor loved learning, traveling through Europe and being with her friends. She learned important skills and how to be independent. How to be independent means that she could do things for herself. Back home. After finishing school, Eleanor returned to New York City. She became a volunteer teacher. She also volunteered for many other groups. At 20 years old, Eleanor married Franklin D. Roosevelt. They'd have 6 children, but one died as a baby. Working to help others. Franklin, that's her husband, became a politician, and Eleanor kept working too. When the First World War started, she helped by working for the American Red Cross. She also raised money, worked with political groups, and taught history. Eleanor continued her work until during the Second World War. The new First Lady. Eleanor became First Lady of the United States in 1933 when Franklin became president. Eleanor was a new kind of First Lady. She traveled the country to learn what changes people needed. She worked for the rights of Black people, women, and the poor. And here's a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. We must have equal citizenship for anybody in our country. So she thought that everybody in their country should be treated equally and fairly. Eleanor even had a newspaper column called My Day. She wrote 6 days a week about social and political matters for nearly 30 years. In her 12 years as First Lady, she helped many people and influenced many of the choices her husband made. After the White House. After Franklin died, Harry Truman became president. He gave Eleanor a job with the United Nations. While working with the UN, she helped create the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which says how people and countries should treat each other. First Lady of the World. Eleanor helped many people in her lifetime. She was called the First Lady of the World. By the time she died at age 78, she'd written 27 books and more than 8,000 columns. That means like she wrote for the newspaper. Today, she's remembered as one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century. She was a First Lady, not a president, but a good leader just the same.